welcome back to school and welcome back to Finn. Hope you had a great Memorial Day weekend. Today is Tuesday, May 31st.
In general news, don't miss Drums on the Hill tonight at 7 p.m. in the Ferris Auditorium. And come watch the Magic of Music 2022 Awards concert this Wednesday at 7 p.m. in the auditorium, featuring the concert band, wind ensemble, symphonic choir, treble choir, concert orchestra, and advanced and chamber orchestras.
There will be a move-up con this week on Friday, June 3rd. You will also pick up your yearbooks on that day. We spend a little time with the yearbook class to learn more about what goes into creating the book.
Yearbook is basically a class where we design the yearbook. It involves a lot of photography and a lot of graphic design. So if you have a creative mind, it's a really fun class and it's definitely for you. A lot of skills I learned were graphic design. Like right now I'm making the cover of the yearbook. I made a lot of the graphics that we're using. That one took a lot of work, but I did learn how to use Photoshop, Lightroom, everything like that. And I also learned a lot of photography skills because it does involve quite a bit of photography.
I get to be around with people who are hard workers, and I get to go and take pictures of my friends and people that I don't even know, and I get to learn more about them, and it's really fun for me. So 20 years from now, you're like, oh, I wonder what I did my senior year, my sophomore year in high school. You can look back at it, and you can see all the great memories and what you wore and all this stuff. It just helps you to, like, nostalgia, I kind of feel like. So yearbook is just a place where we like to create memories by taking pictures of people having a great time, and clubs and everything that anybody does here at school. So yeah, I think
it just takes a lot of work, but in the end, it's all worth it because you get to look at this product that you made with your own hands, and you just feel good about it.
We could have all these pictures, we could have all these pictures of classes or groups or clubs, but it's nothing without the interviews, without the students, because the yearbook is for the students, by the students.
Remember to have your student ID with you this Friday when you go to pick up your yearbook.
Here's special guest Mr. Odell with a few reminders.
Good morning, Ferris High School. This is your principal, Mr. Odell, and I'm here to talk to you about a serious topic, and that is campus safety and security. As many of you know, there was a tragic shooting in Uvalde, Texas last week where students and staff members lost their lives. And just even as I say that, it's very upsetting. It's sickening, really. I hate that we even have to have this conversation, but I care about you and I care about our community enough to have this conversation, and that's why I want to start it today. And so the first thing I want everyone to know, and if there's only one thing you take away, it should be this: that the safety and security of this campus is everyone's responsibility. It's not just the adults, it's not just the campus safety people. We all have a role in keeping this campus safe. And the first thing we can do is, if you see anything that you're concerned about or concerning to you, or you hear someone say something threatening, or you see a door that's propped, unprop that door, report it to an adult, let us know what's going on. If you see a stranger around the campus who doesn't belong there, let us know, right? Report concerns right away. That's a great way you can take responsibility for safety at this campus. Another thing I want you to know is that we take this really seriously. So we're constantly reviewing our campus safety protocols. And we just had that fire drill last week. That's why we do drills like that. We do that so that we can see how our staff and students respond and where the elements of improvement need to happen. Some of you even noticed we took a little longer. We were trying to identify where some students were. They made their way into another class, and we actually, down to the student, identify where everyone is. And that takes practice. That's why we do it. So these events in Uvalde, Texas last week underscore how important it is that we continue these safety drills, we continue thinking about these things, and we continue monitoring and adjust them accordingly. So I want you to know we regularly take input from staff, from students, from district leadership, and from families. And then we adjust our protocols accordingly. Currently, we're reviewing several building safety protocols and making sure with our new understanding if they're up to snuff. That's something we do all the time. If there's any changes in implementation, we will notify you those in advance so that you're on board and you understand what's going on. The last thing I want to say is there are a few things that you can do right now. I mentioned it's all our responsibility. I mentioned reporting things, but there is something you can do that is a big concern here, and that is using our single secure point of entry process. That means if you come to school after 8 o'clock when all the exterior doors are locked, you need to come in through the front office. That's where you check in. We have staff there. That's where all community visitors are supposed to come in. And we're ready to deal with that there. So if you're late, please don't knock on a door. Please don't do that. You put your friends in a weird place, right? And I know people want to open the door because it's a nice thing to do. I've taught my kids to open doors. I've taught them to hold doors for people. But in this instance, to keep our school safe, we want all the doors closed all the time. That student, that friend of yours, he's late, she's late, she'll be able to get in through the front door, okay? And again, that's where I underscore, please don't ask people to open it for you. Please don't even come to the window and knock. That puts them in a weird place. I know even as the principal, when people knock on the window, I want to let them in. I don't want to be mean, but I have to point them to the front office, right? So please understand, use that single secure point of entry. Also, a really simple thing to do is not to prop doors. Please do not prop doors ever. Not with a trash can, not with a box, not with anything, right? We want to keep those doors closed at all times. All right? So I want you to know, gosh, we come here every day because we love our students. We love our student body, and I know I love our faculty, and we want to be safe, and we want to keep this conversation going. And if you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to talk to me. We will keep this an ongoing conversation, and we'll continue to do everything we can to keep Ferris safe and secure and the wonderful, lively community it is. I appreciate you all, and I appreciate in advance you helping us out with this. Thanks. Have a great week.
Make sure to follow @FerrisSaxons on Instagram for school spirit, photos, and student announcements.
That's it for Finn. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, healthy, and 3 feet away.